quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Takes the handoff. It's Watson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Their opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Slithers into space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum.
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
That's caught. It's Watson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw, and that last play here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's got the back in the middle.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the rock. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's the heat. And the Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it at the 20. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the red zone, it's Durham. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
LSU.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, LSU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it behind the line, it's Watson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after the completion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback. Really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Grab behind the line. It's Watson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give on the inside. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Green. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for a man, it's Glagway. Fires to the right. Got his man! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He's moving out of the pocket. Plows through the defense. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try to at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running to Green. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Completes the shuffle pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gators are facing 3rd and inches. Traffic intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fang.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense. And you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The toss to the outside. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back, finding his crease.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They take the lead with the 6.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. part of their running game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Makes the catch. It's ball. At the 45, on his way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Finds a little space. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Flagway. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's lead. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Holstein. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Whitaker. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's ball. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Abrams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has...
Going for it all. Wide out trying to get it in. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quarterback making adjustments. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Holstein. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hit. And he muffs it. It's loose.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And they go back on top. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans.